Do you want customers?
Make things simpler, faster, more convenient. One tap, you get a conversation with your customer that never ends.
You know how many people have been to your venue. You know how many people have tapped you. I'm just going to scan.
Yeah, I was like, you need to talk to Ryan. He's got Tap the Table. Don't even waste your time. He's got a solution.
It just works.
And that's why Tap the Table exists in the first place. Boom. And then you just start doubling the price. That's that right there.
We're doing different things.
I'm going to tell you what works based on what I have literally seen. Stop. Just tap your phone. Boom, done. Easy. Do y'all see this? Does your marketing suck? There's now a quiz for that you can take by just a tap. That, my friends, is one of the things that you could do with Tap the Table technology. For those who don't know, you've just entered the twilight zone of 2021 marketing nerdville. And I'm your host, Ryan Baggett, the owner and creator of Tap the Table, the most awesome restaurant application that has ever been created, as well as the owner of Baggett's Bots Digital Marketing Agency. And we are going to bring it back to the basics today, folks. To the basics. As I like pull strings from this shirt, this is what we do here. How are y'all doing? It has been a while. I've been busy, as I'm sure you have too. This year's flown by, am I right? This year's absolutely just blown my mind how fast it's actually gone. You know, I woke up yesterday thinking it was still, April, March maybe, and it's November, folks. November, Black Friday, the day that the e-commerce masters out there dream about all year long. This is going to be $1 million months for many businesses that sell online and have been doing this game for a minute in the e-commerce space. But I've got to give a big shout out here to the new e-commerce kings and queens out there, because I'm working with quite a few high up businesses that have never done the online thing in the real way. They've never sold their product. They've never pre-sold products. They've never really intentionally tried to get bookings via social, maybe. And I can tell you guys, I can't believe the results. Even after doing this for 13 years now, I guess, I'm getting old now, obviously. It blows my mind how effective this stuff can actually still be. We're going to go back to the basics today. I want to show you some things today that no one else will show you. We're going to look at real Facebook today, not this blue boost post button. I'm going to show y'all my ads manager, or at least one of them. I've got many business managers and ad managers inside of Facebook, but I'm going to show you guys a place on Facebook you've probably never been. Okay. Many of you have spent some money now on Facebook. You're listening, which is great, but there's a method to the madness. And I'm going to show you all these things here. So the last time that we hooked up here on this podcast, the wall was black for one thing. We were in the dungeon. Now the wall is white because we're on the rise to a new year, folks. It's the holidays. Had to change the background. And no, this is not a Zoom background at all. This is straight up gangster, folks. This is fun. So what we're going to do here, guys, is we're taking it back to the basics here in 2021 for the rest of the year. You need to think basics. And when I say basics, if you don't know what that means, which I guess you're here for that, you're going to learn today, as they say. To get there, I need to ask a question. We need to understand some definitions. We need to understand some terms. Like, what the heck, Ryan, is marketing and advertising anyways? If you think you have an awesome answer for this question, and you're listening, because I've got millions of viewers right now. Thank y'all for watching, all 10 million of you probably right now. Thank you guys for watching. It really does mean a lot, especially when I do read the comments, days after I've posted one of these things. Hopefully I can get back into a routine where we're doing this more often, but we've just been busy. The clients come first, podcast like 7th or 8th down the list, something like that, right? So what is marketing and advertising anyways? A lot of people think they know the answer to this question, and a lot of people are just wrong. And unlike a lot of people in these Facebook groups, I'm the one that will tell them when they're wrong versus like being like, oh, that's a cool perspective on the definition of this term. If we cannot agree on terms, we're not going to agree on much of anything, and then we won't get anything accomplished. So let's agree on these terms. So advertising is when you tell people about your company, your business, your product or service through different paid channels. Okay. In general, aside from the free advertising out there, in general, you're going to be paying for your business messaging to be relayed on these channels, traditionally TV, radio, newspaper. Okay. Marketing, on the other hand, is the process. Okay. Now, some of you guys are going to maybe not agree with this, but you guys look it up. Okay. Marketing is the process of finding your customers and then finding out what is their problem and then understanding how to solve said problems. That is what marketing is. How do we know who our market is, know what their problems are, and solve them? That's what we need to do in marketing. Advertising is a piece of that puzzle. Advertising is a piece of the marketing puzzle. That's the easiest way that I've come to remember this kind of thing. Okay, so these words are not interchangeable. They are specifically different, and one is encompassing of the other. So marketing is your overall strategy or your process. Advertising is just a little piece of that. Okay, which of these, here's the question, which of these traditional media outlets are most expensive out of TV, radio, newspaper? Which of these, historically, think about it, are the most expensive? Which are the most effective, in your opinion, or in your experience? And why? This is advertising here. We're talking about a part of marketing, okay? Now, I focus on the digital side, but these things are important to think about and understand. Because when you're allocating your budget, you've got X amount of dollars a month or per year that you're going to designate to marketing. These are all viable options you could take. Newspaper ads, billboard ads, TV ads. Which of these are going to be most expensive? Historically, the answer is TV commercials. Okay, think Super Bowl. This is the most expensive that you can get into in the game of buying ads. The Super Bowl is the most expensive that I'm aware of. If someone knows a more expensive event to advertise on TV, please let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate that. But to my knowledge, it's the Super Bowl. Most businesses cannot afford this, to advertise on a national level across the country. Over time, TV has gotten smarter, and now they deliver ads, in many cases, based on regions. So this ad is going to apply more to people that live in this region, hopefully, versus this one. And so this region sees that ad versus that region seeing their ad. I'm not going to see an ad necessarily on TV if I watch TV, which I don't, but I'm not going to see an ad for New York City when I live in South Carolina. Makes sense? So just targeting. So we're understanding basic concepts here. And we understand now that advertising is actually just one part of the marketing process, just one part. It's an important part. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys on my screen here. Probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to, how to make an ad the right way. Okay. Also, probably show you some things you might not think it even exist, like organic carousel posts. I'm going to show you all how to do this stuff. So we're going to learn some secrets / old school digital marketing, social media tactics. And if you pay attention at all, I'm going to go as fast as I can, at the same time, as slow as possible too, allow you to understand the information. If you watch any of this, you'll come out a better digital marketing person. Whether this is what you do for a living or you've got a business that you're doing marketing for, this is advice and it's a tutorial, I guess. I'm giving you totally for free because you can do this. This is not SpaceX. This is not rocket science. It's social media. The formula in general is simple. Okay. You just have to know what there is to know. One of the most important things to know before we get into it, ads. When I say ads, guys, and when I say Facebook, I mean Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, WhatsApp, all of the platforms. When I say ads, I'm talking about paying sponsored posts, sponsored ads. You're paying money. This is your gas money. So I've talked about this a bunch. Imagine you've got a Ferrari of a Facebook post, Maserati of a Facebook post, whatever, a yacht of a Facebook post, okay? You got Trevor Harden, the gangster videographer, to shoot the video with Steven Spielberg, okay? You also maybe got some awesome actors to play parts in your commercial. You post it on Facebook, and a week later, like, it's still got those same 113 views. Why? Because this is a pay-to-play game for sure, folks. Without a even minimal budget, in general, your content does not have a chance. It just doesn't have a chance. It's not designed for it to. Now, if the content is so viral, the 110 people, the 10%, the 5% percentage of people of your total likes on your Facebook page that see this content, if they all love it and they all share it, and it could potentially go viral. But this is so rare, guys. This is so rare. So instead of trying to roll the dice and have viral content consistently, which is not going to happen, bite the bullet, do it early, pay for the ads now, and it will take your content so much further. This a lot of times is the single biggest piece of the puzzle businesses are missing. Everything checks off, but at the end of the day, they're not giving their content any gas money. Without the gas money, your car cannot go. Without the ad money, your ad, your post, your video, your long form content, your short form content cannot go. At least not near as far as it should go. Okay. This is what I want you to take home. Before you can even spend $1 on an ad, what must you have? The answer, content. And yes, content is still king. And so I've got this crown to help me remember. Without the content, nothing can happen. Okay? Crown, king of comments.com. Go there, check it. Okay, this is what it's about, folks. Having some fun, baby. But I'll tell you, if the content sucks, if I don't put crowns on my head, if I don't try to make you laugh while I'm teaching you extremely nerdy things, you're not going to watch, you're not going to care. So, character is important. Content is king. What else we got on here? I'm organized today, baby. What's up? Automation becomes necessary when all of these other things are true. When your content is awesome, when it's fire emoji, okay, and you've got the right ads going, the right spend for the right duration, Facebook did us a giant favor, so did Instagram. And WhatsApp, they gave us this little thing I like to call the inbox. This is your money box, guys. If the email list and the text message list is your money list, the inbox is your money box. I totally need Wendy to find a trademark we can take out of this. The money box. It sounds fun. This is the facts, guys. And that inbox is going to take your video post that got 5,000 views that you don't know who the heck viewed that video. 90%, 95% of these people, you have no idea who they are because 95% of them did not like, comment, or share your video. They watched it, but you don't know who they are. Besides that, aside from the people that publicly engaged, you have no idea who watched your video as far as their first name, last name. So when you change your intent to stop thinking like a checkers player, one step at a time, and then begin thinking like a chess player, in a way that I'm thinking 3 steps, 4 steps ahead of the game. I'm going to post the ad, get the comment, run the customer through automation, collect the email, send the email 2 days later. Now you're getting somewhere. Now it's tangible. Now you know first and last names, emails and phone numbers, and attributes of these people that watched your video. The reason I know that GTT is only getting bigger and automation and AI is only getting stronger, it works, folks. It just works. And because I see what I see from all of the different levels, take it to the bank, that the channels themselves are promoting this stuff. Let me show you what I mean here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get on this reflector here. I'm going to show you some things. Twice today. Now, I've got about 227 or 224 Facebook accounts attached to my profile here. And because of this, I get served a lot of different notifications and pop-ups from Facebook in general, telling me all sorts of different things. They've got a bunch of teams working on a whole bunch of different things all the time, releasing things all of the time. And so in some cases, your Facebook dashboard, even as a consumer, may look different than someone else's. Okay, this is something that a lot of people don't know. Now we're gonna get into this thing here. What I want to do is pull up reflector here and show you the very, very interesting pop-up that they served me twice today. Let's see if I can find one here. It's so they just tell us what to do, folks. If you actually just look, open up your eyes a little bit, you'll see. Here we go. So let me pop open my screen on this side here. Share the screen. Bam, there she is. Do y'all see here what this is telling us? As I was going to make a Facebook post for Mr. Wick and Doc Scurry themselves, they're the real ones over here. They're some of the longest running clients that have been working with this technology. Facebook themselves are telling me, hey, before you do anything, you can get more customers by creating a post with the send message button. It's going to make it easier for your customers to message you. Do y'all see the language that they've used? It'll make it easier. That's the goal. For your customers who you're trying to reach you. Basically, for Facebook's internal team, what this is saying is we've got to prove that our ads are generating revenue, even if these businesses don't know how to do it. We've got to prove to them that we're offering them more than just a bunch of numbers for views and reach and stuff like that. We've got to prove these people are real and that they want the thing that we're showing them, that our algorithms are good, that our advertising is beneficial, which it is. All right. So this is, to me, like I've seen the small, and we've even seen them live here together for the OGs watching. We see these indicators and these signs that Facebook and Instagram are just pushing so hard for businesses to actually start understanding the DMs and the one-on-one messaging channels in Messenger and Instagram and WhatsApp and all these channels. This is the money. This is where it's at. There's a lot of fun things that Facebook has planned for 2022 that I obviously cannot tell you guys about because they'd like take away all my privileges probably. And they've been giving me all the permissions very, very fast recently. Shout out to the whole dev team at Facebook. They've got some fun things in store, and I'm excited to go over them with you as they're released. But for now, like, just understand they're telling us what to do. So that said, let's get out of my phone here. You don't need to see how many notifications are going to pop up. That said, we've got to know an intent behind everything that we do if we want to be successful on social. Let me get this reflector thing out of here so I don't like terribly kill my bandwidth here. So now I'll share my screen again. We're going to learn some things. So what you're seeing on your screen right here is my personal Facebook page. Okay, this is what 99.99% probably, or 99.98% of all Facebook users are seeing. If you're going to run an ad for your business, this is not the URL you want to go to. What? This is the facts. Where you want to go instead is business.facebook.com. Okay, I'll show you here. So business.facebook.com. This is where you want to go to manage a page like this. This is business.facebook.com. This is one of my many business managers. This is the one I use the least. Okay, this is the real deal. There's no blurred out images here. I don't have time for that. I wish I had that meme. Anybody got time for that? So I'll just show you my like play account here. That's actually in play, but it's just kind of for play. So on our home screen here, we've got many different options. These are important options. It can get easy to get lost in the back end of Facebook, and that's basically where we are. Business.facebook.com. Okay. There's also developers.facebook.com. That's for a whole nother episode, and for probably irrelevant, but it's still fun to check out. This is relevant. What we've got here are many options: ads manager, audiences, ads reporting, ad account settings, events manager. And then down here at the bottom, the one to remember is called business settings. This is the area business settings, which I'm not going to open up here. This essentially is the first step. I obviously have ran ads in this account before, so I've not had to like set anything up. But when you go to business.facebook.com for the first time, and you are forced to create a business manager or ads manager account, what you're seeing here on my screen, you're going to be going to the business settings area where you're telling Facebook, your tax ID, your address, your name. I think maybe even now they get you to upload your driver's license to make sure you are who you say you are. Okay. So you set that up. Essentially, it's very, very easy. Once you've done that and you've added a method of payment, you're ready to rock. You can start running real ads on your Facebook or Instagram page or Messenger or anywhere else. So what we'll do is, let's see, actually, there's a piece here that while I want to just run right to the ads manager and give Facebook my money so I can make a return, that's the idea as a marketer, there are some things that are required to ensure your ads are as absolutely as successful as they can be. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is, now that we're in the secret side of Facebook, business.facebook.com, I'm going to show you the all elusive, super duper exclusive Facebook pixel. Bam, 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 bam. If Kelly was here, she'd just be able to like hit the button and like make all those sounds work. I just can't do all that and like teach you at the same time. The Facebook pixel is extremely powerful and beneficial. It is the thing that allows the big guys like eBay and Amazon and Shopify. Shopify is the best at this with their internal integrations. They allow the consumer to go to the website, see a pair of shoes, and then go back on social media later on that day, the next day, and then those same pairs of shoes are now on their feed, the exact ones. Okay, this is how they're doing it with the Facebook pixel, along with Facebook dynamic ads. The Facebook pixel is probably, for most marketers, going to be the most challenging thing to implement, but it's gotten so much easier over time. What we're going to do here is we're going to take the pixel and we're going to install it on our website. So to show you here what we're going to do, this is the website we're going to install it on, my marketing baggage bots website here. This is a Squarespace website. Okay, we could have used WordPress, we could have used Shopify, which I love. In this case, we're using Squarespace. I've got some fun things happening here. A little Calendly integration. Very, very simple, basic, to the point. It's effective. That is like the most important thing. The most important thing is to be found, be fast, and then be effective, in my opinion. Okay, so here's the website. We're going to make it a lot more powerful in a very short amount of time. We're talking like less than 60 seconds. Put the timer on the screen there, right? So what we're going to do in, again, business.facebook.com. We're going to get tired of me saying that, but I want to like imprint this in your head if you're actually listening, because it will help you so much if you're not already doing this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add an event. An event is essentially the section where we're going to find the pixel, or we're going to create the pixel. Okay. So I've got some pixels here we were playing with. We're going to go to this green button here that says connect data sources. Data sources. Right. This is so fun. And we've got some options. 5 years ago, there was just one option. It was called Facebook Pixel. Or maybe that wasn't the exact name, but it was something similar. Now we have all these different options here. In this case, we're going to connect our website. So we're going to name our pixel. This is exactly what it says. So we're going to call this one 2022, even though it's still November 2021. We'll say 2022 Faggots Bots pixel. Okay. Create. Y'all having fun with me out here? This is how you do it. So grab the URL. I'm a copy and paste like maniac here. Check it. So it's saying now I've entered the URL, and just like that, it's recognized, hey, you might be with one of our partners like Shopify and Squarespace. And so now we're saying here the conversion API and the pixel. So in web activity, this is recommended, or the pixel only. Okay, so in this case, let's just deal with the pixel, guys. I know Facebook is recommending this, and normally I always say just go with whatever Facebook recommends, because I mean, it's hard to fight with those guys. Like, you literally just can't. So you just kind of got to go with the flow and deal with it. But in this case, we're just going to be like total renegades and just do what we want to do. Pixel only. Next. So then it's saying we can use a partner integration, or we can manually install it. Okay, so manually installing is very, very easy, but this is going to differ depending on which CRM or website builder you're using. All this is a piece of code, and you paste it in what's called the header. But in this case, the partner integrations I find are in general better. So do we have an option here? No, we don't. We don't see Squarespace here, do we? We see Shop. Oh, there it is, right there. I was going to lie to you. There's Shopify. They're the best. BigCommerce. This is for WordPress, if I'm not mistaken. Google Tag Manager is another great option here. But in this case, because the website is built in Squarespace, that's what we're going to use. This is an option I highly recommend that you do use. I don't know why they don't just make this default. And maybe for the companies that have just giant lists that they're dealing with. But in this case, we're going to turn on automatic advanced matching. That means we're going to find people that go to Ryan's website. We're going to be able to hit them with ads once they've left. But we're also going to be able to find people that are like them on the internet, that look like them. So it's saying this is optional, blah, blah, blah. In the header, delete all this. Okay, so log in, select advanced code injection. Okay, here's your little screenshot there. In the header, you can delete all the pixel code surrounded by here, and you can copy this one and paste it. Confirm, save, next. Okay, and here is our ID. This is even better, the way to do it here. What we're gonna do, take the pixel ID. This is why the integration is beneficial. We're gonna take this ID and we're going to settings, I believe, here. And let's see here, advanced. Then we're gonna go not code injunction. We could do that. This is my messenger plugin. I don't have anything else there, so that's cool. So what is it? Marketing, I'll bet. Where are we at here? Marketing here. Bam. Facebook pixels and ads. You're all seeing this all right on my screen. I hope so. Facebook pixels and ads. Add the pixel. Bam. So look here what I did. This is the business page. that we're wanting to start running ads with. Before we're going to even run an ad, we want to make sure our website is prepared. And to do that, we are going to install the pixel. So we went to business.facebook.com. We chose events, and we created a new data source, which we're just now pasting into our website. Number 2, right here, this is what gives us the pixel ID. Here's a pixel ID. We pasted it right here. Save, son. We just installed the Facebook pixel. I think there are like gurus out there that'll like be up on your Instagram and Facebook stories after this video. They'll be like, swipe up to get my course, bro. I'll teach you all these things for a bunch of money that you could learn for free. But you don't know where to start. So maybe this is a benefit. I don't know. I don't need those things. So, all right, here we go. Now we're saying verify the connection. Okay. So let's basically just make sure that Ryan here knows what he's doing. And so what we'll do, we'll put our URL in there and we're going to send traffic. All right. So once we've arrived on the page in Journal, it's good to click a button. Let's click this button here. There's a contact us. Bam, son. Do you see what this says here? It says active. Next. Okay, cool. So using the event setup tool, now we're going to get gangster. This is really going to blow y'all's minds if like you're into this kind of thing. Okay. So what we want to do is understand what are people doing on our website? Who are the most likely to be our customers? Who's going to be awesome for us? And who do we not want to deal with anymore? And to do that, what I want to use are the lead buttons here, the learn more and the sign ups. And so what we're going to do, we're going to click on this learn more button. The directions down here say, click on a highlighted button to set up your event. So let's click on this learn more button and we're going to essentially assign a label, a tag is how we call this action in Tap the Table land. But these are basically attributes that we're assigning to the customer on your website who we don't know yet, hypothetically. And so if they're hitting this learn more button, we've got many different options to choose from, but I want to choose view content. If you don't sell anything online, but you still wanted to assign a monetary value based on a click or conversion, you would do that here where you see value. In this case, this has got no monetary value that I want to assign. So I'm going to say don't include, confirm. Now, any button that is recognized as being this learn more button that goes to the same link will actually work all at once. I won't have to do it again. Let's scroll on down. Where's our next little button here? Look, see what I just said. Learn more is right here. And it's also here going to the same place. So Facebook and Squarespace, they got a thing going on together and they're like, ooh, let's share this information, make it real easy for Ryan to get this thing done so we can like go get some late night munchies and go to bed. Right. Now we're going to click sign up here. I'm pretty positive there's a sign up button. Where's it at? Where's the sign up button? Is there one? Maybe not. Let's see. What do we want to call this one? Submit an application, subscribe. We'll just make this in view content as well. And the reason for that is essentially anyone that's viewed content, meaning they've taken some sort of meaningful action on my website here, I'm going to be able to retarget them in the future, or maybe immediately if I have ads running that are meant to be retargeting ads. Let's see. Let's also go here. Let's track a button here. Anyone that looks at my clients tab. Let's call them, what do you want to call them? Let's call them a lead. Screw it. Because they really looking hard, you know. Track another button. Let's do services. Let's call them a lead. Let's do one more. Let's do one more button here. If they look at the blog, let's call that. Is there a blog? There's probably like a great view contact. Deal there, view contact. Don't include, bam. All right, so now let's go over to the contact page. And here, the submit button, I'm almost positive there's a submit. Submit, bam. Confirm. Submit application. Boom. Finish the setup, son. So these are all of the fun things aside from page views, which are set up by default when someone visits my website from now on and they view any page. Facebook will know that. They'll know that, son. They won't tell me who they are. They know who they are, but they by paid, the user ID, essentially PSID, but they're not going to tell me, right? That's where TTT comes in. TTT tells us everything. But anyways, these are the important things we're looking for, and we're going to hit finish. Was the event setup tool helpful? Yes. Here's my smiley face. It was great. Facebook, don't ask me again. They asked me that 200 times by now. All right, cool. And I think that's the first time I've ever given them an answer. So here's next. Test our events in Events Manager. So here's where like everyone else would be like, we don't want to do this live here just in case we screwed up. But what we'll do, reach review, which limited conversion reach. Okay, so this is the iOS thing. I'm going to copy this and say, I want to save this and look at it later. Basically, this is, wow, this right here is the big error, scary message that Zuck is sending out to everyone. Basically, why is it not getting everything here? Basically saying how much Apple sucks and it's like messing up ads and this whole job. They're gonna let me copy it. They're gonna try to not allow me to do the things I want to do here, huh? Got them. Think I can't get what I want to get out of my copy and paste. Zuck, come on, man. All right, so let's get back to it. Test in Events Manager here. So I'm gonna click that again because I got in like total sidetrack there trying to beat Zuck at his own games. All right, so here's my event setup tool. And bam, so look, it's already tracking my stuff. I don't even need to test it, but I will, just to make them feel good. Let's go ahead and grab that URL. Where are you at? Bam, son. Here's my URL. Boom. Open it up. Let's open this bad boy in a new tab. Are y'all sleeping yet? See, by the time y'all are sleeping is when it gets real good. It's when all the good stuff happens. All right, so page view. Ready for this? Let's do a learn more. What do we got over here? Bam! A page view. Let's do this. We'll test it on out, son. Boom. Testing in a live video, bro. Boom. Submit. On, catch that submit, son. Catch that submit, son. Did it catch it? Did it catch it? Let's click on this button at the bottom here. Learn more. Oh, there it goes. Page view, page view, page view. Let's look. Where's my sign up? Sign up. Boom. So it's catching. It's catching. It's catching. Test. Boom. Okay, cool. Let me refresh this bad boy. History. Y'all see what we're doing here? This is like OG marketing stuff right here, boy. I swear. All right, so I can click this here, and bam! Look at this. Advanced matching parameters here. So you got email, first name, IP address, last name, user agent, all of the info here. Okay, so the things are working well. They're working well. Should I have a little error message anywhere? No, there it is. Look, we've got all of our stuff that we're looking for right here. All this right here. So things will start populating as we run this bad boy. All right, so the next thing we need to do is run the actual ad. Before we do that, I want to make sure that y'all know how to make a Facebook post, okay? Because a lot of people, they think that this is the only place where you can do the things, okay? And if you've ever looked, and most people do not, the little 3 dots here, people are afraid to click on what they don't know. I'm not. I click on anything and everything I want to. I have to click on everything to understand it. There cannot be a button in a program that I can't click. I must click them all. That is just so strange. but I know program is better than most people because of this. I click everything and I ask all the questions, right? You don't want to be the support for me. To all the support people out there, I apologize because I'm a hassle, but I must know the things. So add our post. Here are the things that Facebook is recommending to us in an easy way. Okay, so this is the stuff that potentially they're pushing. It's the way I look at it. I don't know if that is true. This is a hypothesis. If it's easy to get to, Facebook might want it to be easy to get to, and therefore there it is. Okay, so photo, video. When I click photo, okay, I don't have too many options here. Okay, I can choose more than one photo, I believe. Yes, but there's a limit, and I can't make a fun carousel. For video, I can only post one video at a time. Get messages adds a, what do you know, get message button there. Okay, hello, this is high up on the priority list. Messaging. 10 years ago, I went into the Surge Restaurant Group's office, trying to be their consultant, trying to be their agency, basically running their content years and years ago. And I started the meeting off like, I don't even know what came over me. It was probably just like too much Gary V during the week. This is before y'all even knew who Gary V was, man. This is old school Ryan. I walked into the meeting with all the Surge OGs, man. And I walked in there, I was like, guys, you just got to understand. Video. I said video literally like 10 times in a row. Before I said my name, I'm pretty sure this is how it went. Video. This is what we must do. And this is the truth. A decade ago, it's still the truth today. I'll put my crown back on if I have to. Content is king. It must start with gangster content. Here, I'll be honest, you don't have a lot of options for gangster content. You do have some fun things. The Q&A, Kelly, the bot queen, she just had one of those, really cool. Check into a place. This is great for cross pollination, cross promotion with influencers. Raise money. This is for charity. Gift card purchases. This is probably an integration I want to click on, but not with you guys here. Get calls. This is exactly what it is. This is organic, which I've not noticed before. I think this is a new one. Actually, I'm almost positive that is a new one here. And there's the number. So they're tracking just like Google. They want a piece of that pie. How many calls do we get this business? Now, we can't do the fun things here. Where are the fun things at, Ryan? Well, again, as I mentioned before, I've got over 220 Facebook pages that my personal account is connected to, okay? I have seen many different versions, even today, currently, under my accounts of different dashboard setups and settings and icons and buttons and things. I'm in Facebook groups that other individuals are in the same situations at much more higher scale than me. Maybe they have thousands of accounts. But they also know that there are multiple teams at Facebook working at different things, releasing different updates all of the time. They don't even know what each other are doing, which is why we have so many bugs on the developer side in many cases. But I digress. This, my friends, here, when you're in business.facebook.com managing your page, you're able to see a little thing called publishing tools. Let's click that to get to the next exhibit, sir. Right? If you're not having fun, why are you doing it? Because that's my question. You must have fun. So what we are going to do is hit this beautiful blue create post button. We're going to click it and we're going to have all the gangster options, y'all. They're all still here. You just got to know where they are. Now we're able to do all of the different things. When I click photo now, do you see that I have many options here? I've got upload photos, upload multiple videos, post videos across pages. Hello, new. Taking a screenshot. I post that in old Matt's group. He is that gangster that knows all the things. Photo albums. Yes, you can still make photo albums. And carousel. The one that I wanted to do. Bam. And so what you do to make your carousel is you grab your URL. Usually it's a landing page. In this case, I'll just go straight to the home page. And we're going to paste it here. All the notifications. Paste it. Hit the little blue arrow there, the old school arrow. Bam. And so here's the first little deal that came in here. So let's go ahead and grab another photo here. What's up, Andrew? We'll just grab a little screenshot of Andrew because he's just always looking so sharp. I'll just grab, that picture right there. I like to do screenshots. But it just like takes up more room on my desktop and makes it more cluttered, and it's better. Just kidding. But that's what I do. So here we go. Here's the 2 screenshots I added. We can add them simultaneously. That means at the same time for y'all that are in the back. And then bam, we're going to have some extra options here. So this is where our caption goes. Caption this. Keyboard shortcut to the fire emoji. Why does Apple do this to me sometimes? Especially when I'm live, man. Supposed to make this stuff work all the time, baby. And sometimes there it is on the other screen. Boom, caption this fire. You can edit the subtitles. And I'm going to say, this is an organic FB post, right? So this, guys, is how it's done. This is an organic post. And it's telling me what I don't know here. People tend to engage more when you add text to a post. Tell people what you're posting. Thanks, Facebook. You're awesome. Thanks for this awesome liquid here we call Monster. Boom. So the caption this post has successfully posted. This feature is alive and well. Here we go. Let's click on the page here and look at it. Can we look at it here? Where's the post? Where's the beef? This is what I mean, guys. Like, I'll tell you, there's so much that goes on in Facebook. It's amazing to me that they can keep all this stuff together. But boom, so here we got my carousel, so I can swipety swipe. Can you swipety swipe organically? Yes, you can. Don't you let anybody tell you can't post a carousel without spending money, because that just ain't true. Now, if I wanted to boost this post, this is how I would do. I could just boost it. This, my friends, although it is an ad, it is not the same thing as making an ad. Okay, so in this case, Facebook has introduced a really cool new feature, which works in general. It's a smart audience based on your historical data accumulated via your page. Facebook will predict, and your past ads. Facebook will predict who should see this ad that you're trying to promote. Okay, so they think they have a good idea. Real estate, home improvement, mortgage, loans. So like this is why so many realtors are hitting me up lately. Gary Vaynerchuk, digital marketing, restaurant, social media marketing. So this is a very, very smart audience. Good job, Facebook. Very smart. Okay, makes me have to think less. Means I'm spending less time playing an ads manager, because I don't have anybody got time for that, but you must make time for that. Otherwise, there's no point. But if I want to run that ad, be easily able to do that. It's not the same thing as running an ad, though, so don't get my words twisted. Better listen to me correctly. This is a boosted post, not an ad. So to create an ad, where do you think we're going to go? To business.facebook.com. And in this case, we're going to go, instead of events manager, because we got our pixel installed and we're rocking and rolling there. Now we're going to create an ad. We're actually going to create the ad. So this is business.facebook.com/ads manager. I cleaned out this account, cleaned out my closet, right? Cleaned out this ads account yesterday because I knew I was going to be doing this video. If I could muster up the strength and courage and might, and I did, because I'm here and you're watching. So there's nothing here, okay? To create an ad, you're going to hit the button here or here. And I think there's even more buttons, but you got to create it. You got to hit the button to start. And you're going to be brought here. And this screen, guys, you don't get this screen, okay, when you hit blue boost post. Do you? No. The answer is no. You don't get this screen with these beautiful options here. I'm sorry, but you don't. And because of that, you miss out on quite a bit. If you are trying to have a digital billboard, having your stuff seen as much as possible, okay, look, as you've been telling us here, I'll read these to you so you don't even have to read. This is how nice I am. Aware. Choose your objective. What do you want to happen? Choose what do you want to happen when you give us money, person. Do you want brand awareness? Show your ad to people who are most likely to remember them. This is one that I don't in general do. It's just, for me, there's just not really that need. But what does happen if you run this ad, I don't know what the number is. Maybe it's like 1 in 100 or 1 in 1,000 people will actually, over time, get hit with a notification on their Facebook page or Instagram page, and like, hey, they'll ask about the ad experience. Hey, did you buy anything from this ad, or do you recall this ad? For ad recall lift, or ad lift recall, excuse me. So brand awareness, not something I generally recommend, but it's there. Now, if you want everyone to know about your thing, this is in general going to be your best option. Reach. Show your ads to the max number of people. This in general could be a good idea. There are better ideas, but this is a good one. When you need someone to go to your website, which you do all of the time in general, this is the marketing 101. This is what 99%, it's not what we recommend at Baggett Spots or Tap the Table, because we have better solutions, but this is what 99% of all agencies and marketing professionals are going to tell you to do. Send traffic to your website. That's king. Traffic to your site's king. While that is great, if you're going to send traffic anywhere outside of Facebook, yes, it should be your website. I agree. But there are better things to do than take someone on social media off of social media to do the thing you want them to do, because that takes them too much time, too much energy and thought process. And like everyone's a millennial brained internet user, no matter how old or young they are. They want the easy route, fast route. They don't necessarily want to leave Facebook. They're looking at pictures of grandma and girlfriend on their news feeds. They don't want to leave Facebook, grandmas and girlfriends to go fill out your form. But if you can make it fun, easy, and fast and efficient, you'll get more than you'll not. So traffic is sending people to your website. Engagement. You get more page likes, which they told us is going away. Still waiting on that. Like, I don't care about the page likes at all, especially when your reach is so restricted without paying for the ads. This is like just sending the wrong messaging, But there's so many different users of Facebook. I get it. Get more page likes, event responses. This is an important one. Or post reacts, comments or shares, engagements. Okay. App installs, exactly what it says. Video views, exactly what it says. Show people video ads. Lead gen. Okay. So this was an interesting one. Facebook says, yeah, Brian, you're right. It sucks to tell your customers that they've got to leave Facebook to go to the website to fill out the lame contact form. Yeah, it sucks. So we'll give advertisers and business owners our own Facebook-owned gangster contact form. Ryan, how's that sound? I was like, that sounds great. So this is a very effective way. If you were going to have someone fill out a 4-liner contact form instead of going to the website, or if you don't have a website, hello, this is a very easy way to get contact information. Next, and in my opinion, one of the most powerful ones here is going to be for messages. This is going to be ads that are shown to people who are likely to click the button or ask a question to your inbox, aka become your customer. Comment to customer. Conversion. So this is the thing that is probably the most effective once all the other dominoes have fallen down in the way they're supposed to. Meaning you've got the right audience from your video, maybe. They've seen your ad. They've gone to your website. Now it's time to have that Black Friday sale. Hint, hint. A lot of folks, most folks in the e-commerce space are going to be running conversion ads and catalog sales. Catalog sales are going to be where specifically it says use your target audience to show people ads with items from your catalog. Okay, so again, I got into a giant debate with a good friend of mine a couple of days ago about Shopify versus WordPress. Shopify is where it's at. But let me tell y'all something. Unless you are a developer, or unless you have the money to have a developer, which most places do not here, where I live in Bluffton and Hilton Head and Savannah, they don't have that money for a real developer to really support them. Instead of dealing with what ifs and vulnerabilities and crap that WordPress forces upon you because it's open source, use Shopify or Squarespace or one of these other solutions that have shaken hands with the social media platforms that you will be advertising on. Can you do all the things in WordPress? Sure. It's going to take you a heck of a lot longer to get there. It will be more expensive because either A, you're paying that developer fee, which is a pretty penny, or B, you're still having to find plugins. Shopify doesn't have plugins. We have apps at Shopify that must be approved. And it's a rigorous approval process to become a Shopify app. If the app sucks, it gets taken out. I've seen this many times with the apps I've used in the past that have sucked. WordPress, you're just like taking a gamble here, folks. Is the way I look at it. And the developer and smart programmer friends I have are going to say, Ryan, what you're talking about? Well, you look at the data in the e-commerce space. I don't care about the internet as a whole. Specifically, I'm looking at e-commerce. Shopify owns the market in e-commerce for a reason, folks. I think the most gangster purchase Facebook could make would be to purchase Shopify. I don't know if that would even be possible, but that would be the most gangster like merger purchase. Like at the end of the day, as much as I love Shopify, I'm a big fan. I think social, Facebook, Instagram, their whole meta here, I can't believe that's their name now. They could make Shopify irrelevant in many cases, unless they just totally let bed themselves as a meta company, which could always happen. So keep that data, folks. Anyways, here is how you would determine your objective. Once you've done that, and let's say this is the most common one I recommend people to use is video views, click continue. Now your campaign is being created as we speak. I've got three last steps here before I sign off here. This has been a longer episode than I anticipated, but hopefully this will help the ones that want it. We're going to name this one Test Demo Ad. Okay, this is not a special category, but for my realtor friends out there, you must choose a special category, okay? And you also must be extra verified to run these sorts of ads, or if you're in the government, they've got a buddy that does a lot of government contracts for social, and he's got to submit his ID every other month, and he really has to watch what he says in Messenger in these groups, because I'll tell you what, folks, and this is very important, if you're social media dude or a company gets banned on Facebook, you're out of luck, man. You're screwed. It's hard to get in contact with Facebook and solve these problems unless you spend a lot of money. Then you can solve anything. So if you're in real estate, you must choose this housing deal here, which limits what you can do here in Ads Manager, which sucks, to be honest. But in this case, we got video views here. If we wanted to do an A or B test, because we're really nerding out, we could do that. In this case, I would leave that off most of the time, 99% of the time. Campaign budget optimization, CBO, I would turn on 99% of the time. And so you've got an option for a lifetime budget, meaning I'm only going to spend $500 ever, or a daily budget. What I recommend these days are more of a daily budget, which is scary. You can spend a lot of money wasted if you do it wrong. A daily budget that you're just investing in. Essentially, this is your new utility bill. It sucks, but this is the one that makes you money. Okay, so this is a good utility bill, and you don't mind if it is more in some cases in certain months, because you're going to, in general and theoretically, get a lot more out of it. Okay, daily budget, lifetime budget. Ooh. So this used to be set up, maxed out at $350. So either they've made a change here, or Orion's spending some money over here. They upped up the default budget. So, and then you've got, so this is another smart piece I'll mention. I was going to shoot a little selfie video and make the ad. I'm not going to have time for that for all. Be another time. But if I was, and if I only wanted the ad to show up during lunchtime during the week, I could make those selections here with the ad scheduling. But in this case, we'll let it ride. Okay, so you get to your next screen. Now you're going to tell Facebook how long you want the thing to run. So by default, it was telling me if I chose lifetime budget, all right, Ryan, you'll take $1,000 and you'll spend it all by the 10th of December. So how about that, dude? 30 days. See what you get. Okay, so that could have been something that I did. Now, this is especially important for me and my clients here locally, because this audience here, I do want to reach potential travelers most of the time, at least in the summer. If I've got a restaurant on Hilton Head that I want locals to know about their special on Friday night and it's Tuesday or Wednesday, yes, I want them to know about it, but I also want the tourists to know, hey, if you're in town, check it out. Okay. If you only wanted local people to know, you would uncheck this box. Prioritize delivery to people who may be planning to travel. On, off. Okay. Once you've created audiences, they're going to be here. When you create a new audience, it's set to default. Now, what we can do here is include or exclude. What if I wanted to exclude one of these audiences? Okay, I can do that. This is the most common mistake I see in e-com when folks are not optimizing their ads properly. This is what happens. They've done everything right except this step. They've got their product carousel running out there. They're spending some money. People are purchasing. They're converting. But the problem is, Ryan saw your ad on Monday for your t-shirt. On Thursday, he saw it again because you hit him with the retargeting piece, and I purchased it Thursday. And then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Facebook's still serving me your freaking ad, man. Why? Hello, Jarvis. Stop it. You're wasting money, and your ad account's going to get hurt. I promise you can get it dinged. Dave, I don't say I didn't warn you. You've had so many people tell you this. Someone's going to tag that dude. When you are running ads to people who have already converted, Facebook doesn't know to not continue to serve Ryan the ad unless you tell Facebook. How do you do that? An audience of purchasers should be excluded. Exclude. Include. Exclude. This exclude feature here, this is the ultimate ninja gangster trick in business.facebook.adsmanager.com. I said it. Wrong. Facebook.com/adsmanager. You get the drift. Stop. More forms coming in on my phone here, folks. I tell you what, if your inbox is not blowing up, something's wrong. If you don't have a need for an automation to deal with the plethora of messages that populate all day long and all night long, something's not right. You're missing out somewhere. Probably because you're not spending ads. Okay? You're not spending money on ads. So in this case here, if I'm in a local area, I can choose the locations here, people living here, recently here, traveling here, or both. We'll leave it on both. I want to provide an area here. Let's choose Bluffton. Bluffton, SC. Browse. Come on, man. Come on, man. There we are, Bluffton. So now we've zoomed in. Here's old Bluffton. There's my house right there. Just kidding. So here's Bluffton. Here's Hilton Head. Okay. Do y'all see how this is working? I can choose here to go, 1 mile within Bluffton, within a certain place. Is it 1 mile? No, 10 miles. 10 miles or 250 miles. Okay. And one targeting location at a time. I can also include another location. What if I wanted to choose Hilton Head? This one wouldn't make as much sense because these two locations are so close to each other. I could just use one because there's a lot of overlap here. There's no need for all that. Oops. Center the map. Good job, Facebook, all the features today. So here's Bluffton, here's Hilton Head. Okay, so the circles have completely overlapped. There's really no point in doing that. Here is where I would change the age. In general, I only advertise for my clients to people over 21. Most of them are restaurants and they serve alcohol, and you must account for that or risk getting in trouble. All genders, you can choose. Won't make any comments here. Detailed targeting. We can include again or exclude. The exclude is so important, guys. Then detailed targeting expansion. When we initiated our campaign, we allowed this option. don't know why this is not set to default, but if you want it to work, here you go. Here, you just press the button here. Reach people beyond who we've told Facebook to work with up here when it's likely to improve your performance. Where you want to be careful with this for sure is if you're running that conversion ad I just mentioned and you've not included an exclusion for your previous purchasers. Okay, so in this case, if you've checked this, I'm thinking that even if you've excluded an audience of purchasers, they might say, ooh, Ryan looks like he might be here. I don't know if that exclude overrides this. That'd be a great question to ask Facebook, actually. This would give you the option to save the audience. What's this? What are they telling me here? Start dates in the past. I'll put it here then. Wow, that, buddy. Go away. Thank you. So, all right. So everything's looking good here. Audience is good. Audience is good. Save it or not. Placements. In general, you want to just leave it on automatic. And what does this do? Placing this on automatic placements allows your post, even if you just have Facebook, for example, you don't even have Instagram, you don't know what Messenger is, whatever. You had a Facebook business page though, and you leave your ad running on automatic placements, depending on what your ad is and the format, your ad can show up in all these other places your customers could be in Messenger, in Instagram, in their DMs, in WhatsApp, even all these different channels that Facebook, Meta owns. Your stuff can show up there. And then you don't really need to worry about your optimization here. Leave that up to the Facebook pros. When I say the Facebook pros, I mean the people that work there. For your optimization and ad delivery, there's not too much you need to do here. When you get charged, again, don't really mess with that. This is impression, or what's the other option they're going to give us for the through play? And a through play, does it tell us, is it 10 seconds or 3 seconds? I'm just not going to tell us here. I don't remember. One of the two. So now I'll hit next. And the last step of your ad campaign creation process is you are either going to create a new piece of content, meaning upload your new photo or upload your new video, or you're going to choose from your Facebook account a different post you've done in the past. So create ad or use an existing post. So if I want to create the ad, here I can create the video or add the video. If I click add, it's going to look on my page and see business videos. Do I have any? Video URL. Do I have any here? Page videos. Here we go. I'll definitely have some of these. So the page videos are going to load up. We'll put this one in there. Next. Original, recommended, whatever you want to do. Look, so do y'all see this? So look here. To get in all of the placements, they're just telling you upload it in 916, right? Which is the it's like flipped. It's vertical video. In this case, I'm just leave it on original because I'm not really going to run this. We'll hit done, and we're taking to the next step. Okay, so it's telling me here I've got these errors. You're not going to be delivered in these 3 places. Okay, so here, my primary text. This is where I can type what I want to appear here. I can have different options. They took this idea, as they did a lot of things with their ad platform, from Google. Google is the OG of remarketing. We've got retargeting here on Facebook. We've got remarketing on Google. In this case here, what do I want? This is just more text. So copy the same thing here. Show you how it looks. Boom. Okay. And then I'm going to have, do I have a headline option? No. Destination. Okay. So remove the customized assets first. Let's do that. See what we got here. I'm not afraid to mess up stuff, man. I'm not afraid to click things. So look here. Here's my headline. Headline, buy my stuff. Right? And then description. Why should they buy my stuff? It's the best. Right? So you've got your headline. Now you've got your description. Destination. Okay. This is saying, let's take them to an instant experience, which is like Facebook's mini version of a website that you can only get made here in Ads Manager or in the Business Manager, businessnotfacebook.com's content creation tool section that we looked at where we made the carousel. That's where you'd also make your instant experience. Choose your template if you have one, or you go to your website. This is where most people are going to go. Sorry, Facebook. I've never heard of anyone having awesome success with instant ads. These instant article things. That's what they used to call them, instant articles. Now they're calling them instant experience. I've never seen any good success here. I've only been served this kind of ad like once or twice my whole life. Put your URL there. And then if you want it to appear differently, like if your URL is like a main Shopify URL, it's going to have that .com/pages/ whatever your page name is. The display link basically takes away the need to like share that pages/ your link. You could just make it say whatever you want as long as your domain is correct. Okay, tracking. Here is my website events. Can use to track with my pixel here. That'll be associated with the page. This says NA. I've got to do a little configuration there. I had a pixel set up right before we did this video that I've deleted and called NA. Languages here. I don't have that option. Probably because I've not completed the URL place here. That is probably why. But this essentially is how you do it, folks. And again, here what I can do, instead of creating an ad, I can just use an existing post. I can use an existing post instead. I'm just going to select the post instead of like taking all my time to create the thing. I was telling a dude today who is a coach. And I was like, man, listen, your content is probably fire. It's probably awesome. But if you've not spent money behind your best performing post, I think you're missing out on low hanging fruit here, bro. Whatever your video that you've done in the past 6 months is that has the most views or the most positive indicators it's good content, that's the one you boost. Put $100 behind it, see what happens. Your mind's probably going to be blown. So this is where I would choose my post here. What is this saying? Please enter an idea of a post of a different video. So can't boost this one because it's supposed to be a video ad. Do I have any videos that could be ran? This one could be. So I'll select this video here. This is actually the video that I'm currently running, I think. It's like minimal budget, like just a couple bucks a day. The reason for that is because if I spend any more money than I'm already spending, I will be too busy to take on the work. That's the facts. So I'm spending very, very little right now because it's so effective that I know when I turn the faucet on, it just works. Okay, so this is the ad that I'd have out there. I would literally just hit publish and I'd be rocking and rolling. Everything would be tracked for the most part. It would be appearing on both my Instagram and Facebook page. The last trick, the last one I'm going to show y'all tonight, is if you don't know where to get started on your ads, you just like, Ryan, you taught me all these things, and now I'm a Facebook OG gangster, and I'm ready to Tupac and Biggie Smalls it up. I just don't know where to begin with my own ad. I don't know what to do. Well, if you can identify your competitor, you will be able to be inspired to not rip them off, but make what they've made better. That's what I say. So let me show you how to find that out. What's up, Chris? What we're going to do, I've got like the munchies right now. I would love to eat Taco Bell, but my wife would kill me. I don't think ever had Taco Bell together. She does not like Taco Bell. This is also interesting. Eric Soul, shout out to him. I was showing him some things yesterday. I said, bro, this is how Facebook ads and Google ads are working together, blah, blah, blah. I was like, go right now. Just type any 4 restaurants that you're working with. Type their names into your Facebook search bar and take a screenshot. And then I can almost guarantee that underneath what you've searched for, the competitor will be there if they're running an ad. Okay, this is what happens if you're not running ads. Your competitors are still running ads. Okay, so I searched. Y'all see this? Zuckerberg, man. Come on, bro. Exposing the things, baby. Taco Bell is what I searched. Here's the page. Thank goodness at least it comes up at the top for now. If you're Google, the competitor will be an ad above your first organic result, which is silly, but I digress. They're different. Here's Taco Bell. Here's their competitor, Rusty Taco. How funny is that? There's, you can find another one. Another ad. Nope. There it is right there. Boom. So Malaysia and then Moe's. Boom. How funny is that, right, guys? So here we go into Taco Bell. We know how to find your competitors now. How to find your competitors. And what we want to do is look at their little shop here. That looks really nice. Page transparency. We're going to click see all. And we're going to learn the things, baby. And if you want to know if your competitors are spending money, if you want to know your competitors, if you want to know if they're spending money, go to their page, underneath the about section, page transparency. Bam, son, do y'all see this? We see all the things. They got 36 page managers in the United States alone. Okay, ads from this page is going to say one of two things. Yes, this page is running ads, or no, this page is not running ads. This page is running ads. So let's look at them. Go to the ads library. Here we go. All right. So, holy moly. How many ads are they going to be running? This is going to be like screens on screens, guys. Let me tell you something. If you sell tacos and you're uninspired right now, you don't know what to do, go to Taco Bell, see what's happening. Look at this. They've probably got more than one creative agency working on these ads, and probably another entirely separate agency that's running the paid behind these ads here. So lots and lots of stuff. And what they're doing, guys, look, this is all recent, guys. This is insane. They are about it, son. They're about it. It started running on the 10th. Today's the 10th. They scheduled these bad boys out, I'll bet you. Look at all these ads, man. Let's find an old one. So this one's an old one. Look at this. This one's October 21st. Do y'all see how far I had to scroll? All these were set up like today. That is insane. Shout out to the Taco Bell ads team. I probably know some of those guys, don't know it. And then they got some that are still running from the 19th. Multiple versions. So they're cutting up into IG stories, Facebook stories, instant articles, all the different things. Your savings delivered. Taco Bell delivery. Order with Grubhub, DoorDash, Postmates, Uber Eats. I'll tell you what. Taco Bell, thanks for the inspo, man. What y'all think about today's like super in-depth gangster training that all started out with the QR code on the screen? You already know. Giant QR code. But then I didn't even use the camera here. Remember that? Like, I had so many notifications on my screen. I didn't even use the camera, right? My phone just said, boop. Let's get just close enough. And then the notification pops. And then what happens? This is not Facebook Messenger, friends. This is the web. Because I've got Apple, I can copy the URL, paste it right on my screen, even though I just hid my screen. I'll have to bring it back from the bottom of the map like Lil Wayne. And baby. Now I'm going to paste the URL here and hit enter. And we're going to look at a little something I like to call web chat. This does not depend on Facebook at all. So look here. Look here. Do y'all see the things that I'm showing you here? This is Facebook's Messenger chat. This is a full screen version of our web-based chat. Now look here, Facebook's struggling, man. And I can show you Tap the Tables too. Tap the Tables is the web chat standalone. I need to go into the thing there. Tap the table.io. Bam, son. So look here. It's Facebook's chat struggling, baby. Yo. Enter. Struggling over here, Facebook, boy. You can't rely on just Facebook now, I swear. Can't even click on the thing. But you know what I can click on? TTT, baby. TTT will always work. What you mean? So, web chat, Facebook chat. Facebook's got some bugs right now. And web chat full screen. So, I've got a carousel here. I can do all the different things I want to do. I can do anything I want to do. Do you see how fun this is? Do you see? I want to see if, let's just do a little testy McTesterson. I want to just see if on Safari, let's open up Safari real fast, because I would love to just show you the thing, the last little thing of the night. I'm going to open up Safari, I think, and try to see if the Facebook chat plugin is screwed up there too. And if not, you'll be able to see 3 different ways to message someone here, to message your customer so they can message you. Come on, Nelly. My internet's wanting to choke. I see it. Don't choke on me yet, Hargray. Give me just a couple more minutes, my man. All right, so here's my little chat icon here. And we'll click that bad boy. And I'll bring it over to the other side if it works. Is it gonna keep? I'm gonna sign in as a guest. Bam. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, boy. This is working. Cool. So I think maybe it's just Chrome here. So we've got the full page experience of a web chat. We've got this is just the Tap the Table website with a web chat widget here. Click it. Now it's full screen. It's the same exact setup here. And then we've got here in Baggett spots in Safari, we've got the same deal. Do you see? Let's move this outlier. I've never had these side by side before. Let's just say Meta, Facebook inspired my inbox, but we didn't want to depend on old Facebook. What if they're slow, or what if they went down, or what if they just kicked me off the platform one day? I still want the messenger. I still want all the fun things. So we have web chat, which is totally not dependent on any social media. Do you see this? The web chat, I think, smoother in some cases. To be quite honest, I'm not saying that our technology is better than Facebook's. We could not exist without Facebook's. But I am saying they're both really good. Guys, this has been tremendously fun for me. I hope that you feel the same. This was a super old school episode that I left the automation becomes necessary here on the whole time. Silly me. Oh well. Any questions? Leave them in the comments below. My automation might try to answer them, but I will read all of them. And like anyone that's ever asked a question, y'all all know I do try to give you all the answers when I can. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an awesome rest of your week. Spend money on ads, invest in yourself, and let me know how it goes. Y'all have a good one. Peace.